Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel, and for you folks who haven't been here before, welcome. I am your host, Wayne Moore, aka Mortanius, and we have started Telltale's Batman, Enemy Within. And this is where episode 1 begins. You folks like what you see and want to see more of me? Give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube, or on YouTube, excuse me. Drop a comment and check out some of my other playlists. Some are based on Batman, in the process of a Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero / Phantom Pain playthrough, as well as the playthrough of The Surge. And let's connect our save from Telltale's Batman series to continue on from here. All right. Do I get to choose my gadgets colors again? Yes, here we go. Yes, I do. Let's stick with it. No need for it to get complicated. Moreover, like I said last time, I like that subtle blue. It's not overly strong, and it's not overly like eye-snatching either. It's designed to be noticed if you're paying attention more than the other colors are. The others are bright and stand outish. Over here, I'm the Bat. Completely contradictory. I don't know if there were any like variations in some of the stuff you can do in this one versus the one beforehand. I think it's pretty much largely the same, just different story, obviously.
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes, their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows, and everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle, I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman. But they would not be the last.
Nope.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report. Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon. In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the Knights could win a game, everyone would be happy.
The Knights. I always forget that's a thing in Gotham. The Gotham Knights.
There it is.
Rumi Mori, import-export magnate, one-time Pipex CEO, international arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman, a philanthropist who gives to charity, not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance. I wonder, if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think, Master Bruce?
Be hard not
Must
to.
be hard to stay true to yourself.
It's hard not to become the Mask. At least a little.
I can believe it. We are what we do, after all. With you, I question whether Batman is the cover or Bruce.
Masks are hard to maintain. If there are cracks in Mori's, we'll find them.
The GCPD already bugged his penthouse and found nothing.
Meaning that if he's doing arms deals in Gotham,
They happen on the casino floor.
Mm-hmm.
I need to find a way to hear what Mori is saying.
Standing by for support. Look for something with a microphone.
Interesting.
The Bat computer can intercept his communications.
Let's just go through the whole process.
Looks like roulette is his Achilles heel.
He has a reputation for being lucky, but then you don't need luck when you own the house.
And there it is. I was gonna say how lucky, but that answers that.
Certainly enjoys the good life, doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after. From what
Classic.
I understand, he's not one for pinching pennies.
Another one of those, huh?
Hotel security are guarding him particularly close.
A man like Mori counts more enemies than friends.
I wonder why that is.
When you run weapons, you tend to have people who want to blow your brains out with them.
Consumer model. Could be a good way to hear Mori's conversation.
Consumer model? That's what you decided to go with? As high profile as you are, huh?
Al,
All right.
I'm hacking into Mori's phone.
encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here.
We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Maury's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone with a badge.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before he gets too chatty.
Kills me is that whole
Trying to
communications
blend
thing. It is completely real. We've been doing stuff like that from our government for years. It is completely real.
So, I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos.
Yeah,
Someplace where only high rollers go.
let's play with it.
Don't tell anyone, but I'm here undercover.
Don't worry, I can keep a secret.
You? What in the hell are you doing here?
Wow,
Stop
he
me if
came
you've
for
heard
him.
this one before.
Just
I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn.
was it
I
time?
told you 10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death, Mori.
Oh well,
I am death.
same argument.
Something's happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think that's Riddler.
Oh, shit.
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Bruce,
You think your gibberish intimidates
Hello?
me?
That's him. You'd better gear up.
you can't just blow me off.
I don't
How
intend
about
to.
we go back to my place?
Oh,
I'll call my driver. Meet me outside?
well, since you put it like that, I never do this, you know.
Yeah,
You know, me neither.
yeah, you never do until it's high-profile
No
men.
one
Then you do all the
threatens me
time,
in my
don't you?
own casino. Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you, an easy one. What question can you never answer yes to?
I don't give a crap. Let's go.
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead?
Well, somebody plays hardball.
Now, let's get started.
Now
Get
you
out
folks
of there. Get your suit.
may be wondering. You'll find very quickly I like this iteration of the Riddler.
Al, let Gordon know what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves.
Here we go. Again, people assume that just because I'm rich, I haven't paid people to train me. I'd be a fool not to. And I actually mean that. I'll be a fool not to. If you're rich, you better train some. You better have somebody train you.
Scrambling audio now.
Gordon.
Batman, what's the status?
Multiple gunmen, hostages at the casino. A madman in a mask.
Riddler's back in Gotham.
Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
There's a squad on the way. They'll be there shortly.
Be ready for a fight.
I feel bad for people who end up hopping into this game first and don't play the one before. They don't have context. You don't have oomph for the things you do. But as you folks have seen, there have been some refinements to the buttons and choice dialogue UI elements. It actually does look cleaner. Unnecessary, but you know, doesn't hurt at all for quality of life. It's such a shame Telltale closed down. There were so many more games they could have made. I think they might have been working on a sequel for this one, which that's just painful because of all the references from the first game as well as this one. You'll see. The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, like, the soul just burns. And sure, these are only point-and-click games.
We can make the deal.
That's not
Anything
point.
you want.
The point is the story.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Maury.
Oh, okay.
This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me. There's only one way you're getting out of this alive. You have to solve a riddle. And I choose my words carefully if I were you. Listen closely.
No, please, don't do this.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
That drone fully functional.
What a pick.
I'll
A
need a
clock.
place to drop in without being noticed.
There's a few things.
Time for some recon.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? A mind bender that scratches...
Riddler.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to be taken lightly.
It's the kind of conundrum that drives you to distraction. Rattling around like a rat in your skull.
I don't know
Once
if I
it's in
can
there,
listen to all of this
it never gives you a
without
moment's
there being a
peace.
problem.
Believe me, I know. Remember, choose your words carefully, Maury. You only have so many fingers. It'll be that much harder to count your blood money. But
Some kind of torture device.
Doesn't seem like he's getting out until he guesses the riddle.
This Riddler certainly has an imagination.
And an ingenuity to put it to work.
Riddler's taken hostages, casino patrons, innocent bystanders.
They're clearly not his main target. Must be an insurance policy.
Yeah, I mean, he did do so dirty. One of the reasons why I feel bad for security a lot of the times, they get lowballed so hard.
Cashier's booth. That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for a distraction.
What the?
Be quiet.
I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint? Give me an answer!
Anything on the terminal?
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen and
They've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables.
How should I deploy when we're inside?
I'm relying on your eyes and ears. What's the best course of action?
This is gonna need to be quiet. There's hostages and too much scattering
We
everywhere.
need a distraction. Find a way to limit their line of sight.
There
Sounds
it
like a
is.
plan.
You're completely insane.
It's not gonna stop him from taking your fingers.
That's it.
Oh, he considered that an answer.
I'll clear a path. Wait for my signal.
Give him hell. We're counting on you.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Batman! You're ahead of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in. Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage!
Okay. New system.
Hiya, Bats. The Batman clearly isn't using his head. Break it open. With pleasure.
Oh, so you want me to use my head? You'll regret that. This is an interesting one. Oh. Oh.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town. Everyone's very impressed with you. I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city. Now I'm back, and I'm taking what's mine.
All you scum are the same. Only thing that changes is the mask.
Spoken like a man who sees the world in black and white. Allow me to broaden your spectrum.
Interesting statement, but I'm not finna give you details
You're
about me.
supposedly the world's greatest detective. Yet here you are, completely at my mercy. I don't see much evidence of that. I expected more of a battle from you. Oh, you have to be kidding.
Nah.
Clever, but not smart enough. Let me show you how it was done back in the day.
I mean, I'll give it to him. This Riddler got some hands on him.
Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Oh, God.
Follow the power lines. There must be a weak point.
Get back down here.
You broke the cage. That's cheating.
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns. trading off the suffering of war. Why wouldn't you just let him die?
Yeah, let's go with that.
I believe in justice. Mori deserves a trial in a court of law. If he's guilty, his cell will be right next to yours.
Justice? Ridiculous. Either way, you won't be the one to put me there.
Too much sleeping, dude. It works sometimes, but it's like, bruh.
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
Crap. Crap. Nice.
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Right.
Waller?
After all, we're here to help.
Interesting. And now we've got the wall to deal with. Yeah, as you folks can see, there have been a few upgrades in terms of some of the stuff you can do, as well as variations for some of the stuff the new suit can do. Wonder though if some additions were made since that whole thing, because it was what, like a year? Oh no, it was a few weeks. So yeah, the potential for there to have been new upgrades added to the suit even beyond that exists. Whether there were in terms of Lucius is another matter. And then there's this box. Puzzle box. Classic.
Circuitry inside, but nothing obviously dangerous.
Obviously.
The back computer will be able to analyze further.
Huh. And then they show an inventory on the left side of the screen. I forgot that.
Your days are numbered, bat freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep one eye in the sky, jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
Interesting.
The Riddler's right hand in custody. Not a bad result, all told.
It's really not. I was wondering how many people you lost,
used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down. He got a sick pleasure out of taunting us.
Arrogance like that will be his undoing. He keeps showing off, he's bound to make a mistake.
Maybe, but we can't underestimate him.
No, we can't.
Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. And what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Yeah, and I wonder about that.
Fernandez on it right away.
Like I
Commissioner
said,
Gordon.
He was
Brace
old, but he had
yourself.
them hands.
Just so you know, this woman has a lot of juice with the governor. Rub her the wrong way, I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so, I don't know if I should believe the hype.
And you are?
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them whatever they need.
We've been tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do. World-class criminals like Riddler. They're kind of our specialty.
You know what? Let's keep it copacetic.
Sounds like the expertise we need.
Keep that attitude and we'll get along just fine. We're not always welcomed with open arms.
You can't really blame him.
Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead.
Nah.
Everyone was wrong.
I wouldn't have fell for
Riddler's
that.
back. And if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know.
Oh, well, the city
My people
knows.
tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention that filth, Oswald Cobblepot. We could do great things together if we joined forces.
I don't take
Seems that way
issue,
to me.
but
We should work together to bring Riddler in.
Don't be too hasty, Batman. The agency has a rep for being ruthless.
that
The
might
only
be
real
a
problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut it.
I got a local crime rate
Classic.
says otherwise. Ms. Waller,
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers. You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
you're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you? Or are
know
those
what?
stars purely for show?
You can't put this on Jim. I called for a distraction.
Then maybe you're not as impressive as I thought. I'm here to prevent this incompetence in the future.
so we should have rushed
I
the
gotta
door.
get a
and
security detail on
been dealing
Mori
with
while he's in the
corpses.
hospital.
I
Agent
think
Vesta
people
will
can,
fill you in on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
I think some civilians can deal with some puffy eyes.
Nerve on her. Don't
Yeah.
tell these people a thing, especially about that puzzle. This
Yeah,
is
not
our
right now.
town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Ooh, I thought you was gonna bite your head off for a second.
I'd like to see her try.
Special Agent Imana Vesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler case. And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I put together this psychological profile of Riddler. You'll see when you read it. He's changed. For
Define
your eyes
change.
only. If you catch my drift.
Interesting.
The target of the casino attack, Rumi Mori. Any idea what Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
I heard them talking about some kind of deal.
Any idea what?
No. But it'd be safe to say they didn't come to terms.
Thanks. That's a help. I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you. I do have something I want to ask, though. The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger.
True.
The chaos, the energy. You can't keep away, can you?
You can't go 2 city blocks in Gotham without tripping over criminal scum.
Most people just get up and run away.
I'm not most people.
I think I know you a little better now.
I'll be in touch.
Psychiatrist.
Agent.
Batman, before you go, Gotham's your city. I respect that. But you should know I don't have to play nice. I'm letting you hunt the Riddler for now. You better share everything you find. Or this courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't like.
Ah, okay.
You get me? There's
Well,
a lot of ways this could go.
let me introduce you to myself. Bye now. So you try and play nice and then you lean on somebody? Yeah, nah. You've shown who you are, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to be the end of part 1 of episode 1. If you like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, and subscribe. Drop a comment here on YouTube. Check out some of my other Batman playlists as well as the previous playlist based in this particular series. And yeah, wherever you happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And God bless you. May need to let some of this cutscene finish to save.
I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Yeah. Let's just call it and we'll choose our music selection next episode, folks.